Good morning. The parole board be called to order. Today's time is 8:47. My name is Pete Freeman. I'll be the chair today. To my right is Ms. Stapleton. To my left is Mr. Tillis. With staff at headquarters, please introduce yourself.
Jasmine Thompson.
Okay. Is there any staff with you over there, Mr. COUSAN?
Deputy Charles Whitley, JPSO.
Okay, Mr. Whitney, thank you for having us today. Has he been giving y'all any trouble? Do you know?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, Mr. COUSAN, please state your name and DOC number for the record.
Good morning, sir. Antonio COUSAN, 741197.
Okay. And you're here today for your revocation hearing. Do you have your parole questionnaire with you?
Yes, sir, right here.
Okay. Do you realize you're not eligible for appointed counsel? If you wanted a lawyer, you would have had to hire one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you ready to proceed today?
I'm not prepared because my two witnesses that I have, my father and my wife, they not present at this time.
Where are they? You know?
But my wife, she's not answering the phone right now. Her phone going straight to voicemail.
Hello?
Oh, well, there go my father.
Okay, good. Okay, well, we're gonna go on. If we got your dad, we're gonna.
But I still need her because she have proof of my check stubs for my job.
Girlfriend's on.
Okay, girlfriend's on too. Okay,
She
we
on?
got both
Okay.
on now. Yes, sir. Okay, so we're gonna proceed. And as you stated, speaking on your behalf today will be Mr. Antonio Nathan, your father, and Chloe Carter, your girlfriend.
Okay.
So we'll get to them at the proper time. Your case has been assigned to Mr. Tillis. He will be leading and questioning.
Good morning, Mr. COUSAN.
Good morning.
I'm going to read some violations and you can answer guilty, not guilty, or with a statement. Violation number 2, you failed to report to the parole agent as directed. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or with a statement?
I plead not guilty with a statement.
Okay, tell us about it.
Yes, I did. Got a chance to talk to him or whatever, but like during the time I was working, I was doing things. I was never getting calls. No one never come to my father's house or anything like that. And then when I advised him of that, he was like, I was supposed to call him. So.
Why didn't you call him?
Because I was busy working, things like that.
All right, violation number 3. You failed to notify your agent when you moved from your last known resident, therefore not allowing your agent to make home visits. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or with a statement?
Not guilty with a statement. And my father, he could give that speech for that one because I never changed my address.
Okay, Mr. COUSAN, you want to talk and tell us what happened?
Mr. Nathan,
Nathan, I'm sorry, Mr. Nathan.
we're going to get your statement too, Mr. Nathan, while we're at it.
Mr. Nathan, can you hear us?
Yes, I don't know why I keep muting. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes, we can hear
sir.
you now.
Going to speak to him living with that at that address, and also tell us what you want us to know about your son.
Well, from my understanding, I never met, I never gotten a phone call because I know in the past, I can't remember if it was my son when he was a juvenile or whatever, he had probation, and they probation officer came out. I went to the one on the location that was on Poland at the time. I don't know if they still there. Met probation officer that came out. So I'm aware of how they supposed to reach out. So I never gotten a phone call. No officer never came out to my address until I found out. All of a sudden, this officer, probation officer, started calling me when I started learning about what my son's supposed to be charged for, meaning that the reason why he was calling me because I was assuming that he had an attachment out on him. That's when I found out who the probation officer was. So I told the probation officer that my son is be at his girlfriend's house. I could give you the number to where he sleep at. Uh, that's sort of nature. And yes, my son was working. He did have a job. Uh, other than that, he was staying out of trouble, wasn't getting into anything. And I just found that very strange because I used to ask him, "Where's the probation officer? Why he haven't? Why you talked to him or did he reached out to you?" Because I see no one ever called, no probation officer never came here to the address. So,
Okay.
but yeah, that was it. But I didn't hear anything from this officer till found out after my son was arrested the reason why the probation officer started calling my phone because then it started adding up to me. I was hearing the word on the streets from his female friends that there was an attachment. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. Gillis, you want to go on?
Let's go with girlfriends.
Okay, let's get at Miss Chloe Carter. Miss Carter, the girlfriend, let's hear what you have to say. Miss Carter?
Ms. Carter, can you hear us? Okay, well, let's go back to the question.
Okay.
I know something was wrong with her phone when I was calling. I don't know if it's set up and she's not on there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we can hear her, but she's not talking. Okay,
Okay, I'm gonna go with violation number 4. The parolee engaged in criminal activities when the parolee had 2 activities active warrants out of Jefferson Parish, simple burglary, and wearing a mask hood in public with items number H19 and attempted burglary. And you have an active warrant in Kenner, Louisiana for ILL carrying of weapon, a felon carrying a weapon, stolen firearm. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty? Or with a
Not
state?
guilty.
I'm sorry, there was a little bit more too. Officer from the motor vehicle traffic control signal violations, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of Schedule 3 marijuana, evident by arrest in the New Orleans Police Department. Subject also had probable warrants out in New Orleans. All charges are still pending in the 24th court. Pretrial conference is for May 18, 2026. Continuance 8/6/26. How do you say you plead not guilty?
Yes, sir.
All of those charges?
Half of them is dropped. I only got 3 that I'm still fighting.
3 of they.
The attempt burglary, the burglary, and I'm on the illegal camera. And matter of fact, 4 and an aggravated flight.
And the carrying of a weapon was dropped.
No, not yet. Still fighting.
So did you have a weapon?
No, sir.
You didn't have one?
I didn't get caught with one, around one. I was placed on the scene.
were you driving the car?
No, sir.
Whose car was it?
Another female friend that I was dealing with, when they advised her of the incident, she told them I was in the car. But
That's
in my
right.
statement on my paperwork, she recanted her statement. At first, she gave him another name, Then it said after they advised her of the consequence, she gave him my name.
Okay, violation number 5. You engaged in criminal activity when you committed the offense of carrying. That's the same as almost number 4. How do you plead on that? Guilty, not guilty with the statement?
Not guilty.
Okay. Violation number 9, you failed to notify your agent when you moved from 4764 Sherwood Drive, New Orleans, Louisiana. Your last known resident, therefore, not allowing your agent to make home visits. How do you plead on that?
Plead not guilty because I never move. Not guilty with a statement, sorry.
Okay, go ahead. What do you-
Because I never move. I just sometimes sleep by a female friend.
How often do you stay there?
Out the week, probably I see about 3 times. Because there have been times I didn't went to work from there. So I admit at least 3 times out the week.
Have you ever been on supervision before?
Supervision, yes, sir.
Okay, so you don't understand that you got to contact your parole officer, you got to tell him where you're at?
Yeah,
Come on now.
I understand. I
Yeah.
do.
All right, number 10, rule number 10, you failed to pay supervisional fees in the amount set by the Louisiana Department of Correction. Status since 5/1/2025, which caused you to be in arraignment of $693. How do you plead?
I plead guilty because I wasn't paying.
Okay. Is our girlfriend, his girlfriend,
No?
she on there?
All right, let's try and see if we can get her. All right. Ms. Carter? Carter, can you hear me?
Okay. All right, well, what was your girlfriend gonna,
What you had said she was gonna tell us? What she was, approved? Your girlfriend, what she had proof of? That you were working?
Yeah, that I was working. She had proof of my check stubs. She had proof that I wasn't always at her residence and things
Okay.
like that. And
I believe that.
yeah, and basically, that I wasn't, interfering in any criminal activity.
Got you. Okay.
Because the situation, what I'm incarcerated for, that's from another female.
Got you. Okay,
Miss,
you got any,
I don't have any more questions, Miss Carol.
you have any questions, Ms. Carroll? Okay, panel ready to vote?
I'm ready to vote.
Okay, Mr. Tillis is ready to vote. Go ahead, Mr.
My
Tillis.
vote is gonna be to deny violations number 2 and 3.
Mr. Tillis, Mr. Stapleton.
I'm gonna vote to revoke you because you weren't at the address listed, so, number 2, number 3, and number 4, because they found probable cause in the arrest report for the gun being found. And number 5, let's see. And you admitted, and your father did, because he gave me girlfriend's address and phone number, that you were not at the address that you stated, so that's number 9.
All right. And, I find you in violation of condition number 2, 3, 4, 9, and 10. Today your parole has been revoked. Good luck to you. Okay, parole board's called back to order. We're at Jefferson Parish. My name is Pete Freeman. I am the acting chair. To my right is Ms. Stapleton. My left is Mr. Tillis. Okay, we're here now for the rehearing on parole for Mr. John Mason. Mr. Mason, please state your name and DOC number for the record.
John Mason Jr., DOC 389973, sir.
Okay. Just some information for the record. You are a 6th felony offender. You have a parole eligibility date of 1/20/25, a diminution of 1/1/29, and a full term of 4/20/30. You're serving a total of 7 years for the offenses of theft. How do you plead? Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
All right, your case was assigned to Mr. Tillis. Mr. Tillis, would you lead us in the question?
Mr. Mason, how are you doing this morning?
All right, how you doing, sir?
Good. The last hearing, you were asked to do some things. Did you do them?
At the facility that I'm at, I know you guys had referred the program classes, but there are no programs or anything like that at Jefferson Parish Correctional Center. I'm currently a trustee. I've been a trustee 3.5 years of being here in Jefferson Parish. I'm the head maintenance guy. I pretty much fix everything in the jail from the cell gates to the plumbing. I don't have any write-ups. I have a job lined up with the parish. Once I get out, I can either go and work at my old job at Jackson Truck and Trailer, or like I said, worst case scenario, I can't find nothing right away. I have an opportunity with the parish, along with the fact that working in Jefferson Parish on trustee, you get paid. I've saved up in 3.5 years, $35,000. I'm taking that money and I'm going to go and get my LLC. I'm going to start a property management business, because I do a lot of handyman work and stuff like that. And give me a lawnmower, basic tools and stuff to pretty much do any type of job that, I could do possibly. And I'm gonna just go forward from there. I know you guys gave me the opportunity to go upstate and go to programs, but being here in the position that I'm in has been very, very beneficial for myself for when I get out from the future. And I've been taking advantage of it, and everything's coming together. It's just a matter of, I think I have 2.5 left, January 2nd, 2029. If possible, and I'm able to make parole, I would gladly appreciate the opportunity and take advantage of it. Never had no violations on parole in the past. I've always completed parole successfully. But if I'm not able to, I just go ahead and stay here in Jefferson Parish and finish out my 2.5 years. That'll just be more money for me to be able to do the things that I plan on doing, and just, getting myself together. I'm already together. Just a matter of me getting out and putting everything in play. But I got a good opportunity, got a master plan. I'm gonna go forward with it, and I think everything will work out for me.
Well, that's good. Any of my colleagues have any questions?
Carol, do you have any questions?
Yeah, you think, well, I'm gonna make sure I'm the right person here. Mason,
Yes, ma'am.
and you said you never had any problems when you were on parole?
Yeah, I've never been revoked on parole. I've never been violated or anything. I even interstate compact parole from Colorado to Louisiana back in 2013. Completed that parole. All of my parole officers that I've had in the past, I've always completed it successfully. Took care of everything I had to take care of, and everything was good with that. So I feel confident enough to know one thing: if I was to make this parole, that I'd be able to
Back in jail.
I'm sorry.
How did you end up back in jail?
Unfortunately, I had wound up getting into a situation where I was taking merchandise from stores and I was selling it for money. And I did that multiple times. I wasn't working at the time. And now, you know, I just, like I said, I'm in a better position where I basically want to work for myself. I mean, I got all types of skills. I got too many skills to just be wasting on doing nothing with myself. So now that I got the opportunity to get me a truck, trailer, tools and everything, get that going. And even if I could get a job with that, you know.
Let me ask you this though. So with all of those skills that you have now, I'm sure you had them before, and then multiple thefts and you're a sixth felony offender, and you say you never have violated parole or anything, but yet when you got out on good time, you just created new types of crime. Am I correct? They got you back for today?
Yes, ma'am. It just so happened I put myself in positions where I made bad choices and trying to go the easy way out, and that was the outcome.
And you don't need any kind of long-term substance abuse. It didn't have anything to do with alcohol or anything like
Well,
that. It's a mindset.
I did drink. I did have some substance abuse, but well, as far as that's concerned, I mean, I'm 50 years old, about to be. I'm at a point in my life where drugs and it used to be done for a thing of fun. Nothing's fun about it. It's always ending up in a bad situation, whereas it's either incarceration or with the way drugs are out these days, people dying. I'm at a point
You had
where
18 counts. You had 18 counts and you only got 7 years. You didn't get billed as a multiple offender. So you really got a big break.
right.
And you're a
Yes, ma'am.
sixth felony offender.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
and I'm listening to you. If you've been able to save $35,000, you got the mindset, it seems like you're in a good place to finish out and get back on your feet. And if you took the long-term substance abuse training, which is what was treatment, which was offered originally, but I know you have in the right place.
Yeah.
And it seems like you would have all the skill sets that when you do get out again, hopefully we wouldn't see you again. How do you?
Yes, ma'am.
About that?
Also with that, I have some other things that are in play. I said I was going to do this on my own once I get out. Just get involved in like a NA or AA on the streets. For one, I want to do it. I want to do something to kind of help with the youth. I'm a pastor's son. My dad's a pastor at Whitechapel Baptist Church in Harvey, Louisiana. It's my grandfather's church. They built from ground up back in the day. He's right now dealing with cancer and everything. So I want to use that platform to try to maybe possibly also start something where I can maybe do some things to help the youth, to kind of prevent them from being in the same situations that I put myself in. I do that in a sense here now, like when I run across certain youngsters and stuff, I try to tell them a different route opposed to the route that they're heading now, just to give them a heads up. Don't be no old fool like I was. You can save yourself now if you change your life now. Don't wait until you get my age, then decide you're going to change your life. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, this is where it all ends. Either in jail or you wind up dead. There's only two places. So
let's move on a little bit. I'm going to get to Mr. Randall Myers, but first I want to ask you a question. I mean, Jefferson Parish Jail has more programs than most of our state prisons. So you tried to tell me there wasn't no programs at that jail.
Yeah, this is a parish facility. The programs that you available to you are through DOC. Jefferson Parish is just a holding facility. They have this particular trustee program is a work release, I guess you could say, program where yeah, and that's what I'm in right now. That's why I'm able to work and save the money. I have multiple jobs. I do sanitation, maintenance. I do the warehouse. I do commissary. I basically do everything. I've been here 3.5 years. All of the depth.
All right, let's go and hear from Mr. Randall Myers. Let's see what Mr. Myers has to say.
So Randall Meyer, Assistant DA, Jefferson Parish, and we're opposed at this time. The board last time felt he needed additional programming. His mother, back in the 2020 parole hearing, said he needed programming to reintegrate in society, and he hasn't taken those programs. I think he's got a history that includes marijuana, cocaine, and alcohol that he spoke of. I think a long-term substance abuse program is something that he needs to give him the tools to be able to get out and not go back to committing additional theft and other crimes. So we're opposed at this
It
time.
just went to that.
Thank you, Mr. Myers. Is the panel ready to vote?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, Mr. Tillis,
My vote is going to be to deny for not complying with last request.
Mr. Stapleton,
My vote is gonna be to deny for, law enforcement opposition and then the DA's opposition, but also to recommend that you be transferred to a DOC facility where you can get long-term substance abuse treatment.
my vote is also to deny, and it's obvious you don't want to be transferred because you're making too much money there. But it's very feared when you hit the street, you're gonna go right back to what you were doing. You're a 6 felony offender with a drug problem and don't want to get no treatment for it. So today you've been denied.
Okay. That's all.
Wow. It is. Jesus, I need you. Frederick Gales, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. Bridget. They talk. That's my cousin. They talking to him?
Sure.
Gotta be something they don't do. Oh man. The host has asked you to start your video.
What the hell? It was working yesterday.
Oh, Jay.
Hey, oh, bro.
The Zoom kicked you out?
No, the camera,
All
bro.
right. Good morning. My name is Pete Freeman. I'm going to be the chair today. To my left is Mr. Tillis. To my right is Ms. Stapleton. We're here now for the parole hearing on William Brown. Mr. Brown, please state your name and DOC number for the record.
William Brown Jr., 316583.
Okay, Mr. Brown, we're here today for your parole hearing. I'm gonna read some information into the record. You're a second-class offender. You have a parole date of 10/25/26, so you get it, the parole date would be in October. Your diminution is 1/30/2028, full term 1/24/2029. You are serving 15 years, for aggravated second degree battery, 15 years. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Brown, I've been assigned your hearing today, so I'm going to be the one asking the questions. Just tell me briefly, what did you do to get yourself put in this situation? And why do you think we should consider letting you out today?
My girlfriend, I had attacked my girlfriend due to my drinking. And I spooked myself, and it just was a hard feeling right now that, let me take my time. But yeah, I attacked her with a hammer and a knife, and like I said, due to my drinking. And it was a dark time. Yes, I admitted it and accepted it. Been incarcerated for 12 and a half years. I participated in AA and substance abuse day one. I got arrested. 2014, 15. I got in the programs. I immediately got in the program, and I hated my old self that I said that I need some help. And I was willing to share that it was hard. It didn't happen overnight. It was hard to look at myself and look at the crime as I read it. It hurt me right now. It's in my chest right now. And that's the only fear. I have to talk about it to free myself. And for now, it's getting a lot easier, but it's still there by me working in the programs and doing a lot of writing, a lot of sharing. And every time they call church call or AA or substance abuse, I will be there. I will participate in there, not just sitting in there doing just to get by. I was doing it because it's instilled in me that I have a drinking problem. I know I have a drinking problem. I know I can't drink for today. I know I can't drink tomorrow. I know I can't drink for the party. I know I can't drink if I'm released. I know I can't drink if I get a bonus. I know this. Yes, sir.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You're doing good.
Okay. Yes, I know. So I've been.
All right, let's go on. We're gonna let your people talk because I got some questions for you.
Yes, sir.
And I think it's gonna get to the answers that we need.
Yes, sir.
Especially I want to talk to you about your Steve Hall program that you completed.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go to the people that are here to speak on your behalf. Mr. Frederick Gale, your cousin.
I'm crying. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. All right.
All right. Good morning, honorable members of the parole board. My name is Frederick Gales. I'm a retired Army officer with 28 years of service, both enlisted and officer, and currently enjoying my post-military career in the energy industry. I've known William his entire life. He's my first cousin, but he's more like a brother, considering how close we grew up together. We're probably like 1 year removed from each other, but we live so close that we were young enough to walk back and forth to each other's house. So we grew up in a small town. His mother was my mother. It's just how close we were. So thank you for this opportunity to speak to you all today. So I'd like to begin with that William understands the seriousness of his offense that he's been charged with. He's very remorseful, as you can see, for the circumstances that led up to this conviction. If he could go back, knowing what he knows now, along with his lived experiences, I'm sure he'll make different choices. He'd probably place a Bible in that man's hand. So my hope today is that his time away has demonstrated some growth and some comfort for the victim that was involved. So, but William, he won't let this situation define him by no means. He had some challenges growing up. He grew up in a single parent home led by his loving mother who passed away in 2024. So having a proactive father in your life or mentor can significantly impact the trajectory of a young man's life. And so William's father wasn't present, although he did know who his father was, but I'm sure that if his father was present, it would be a lot different today. So growing up, it was relatively easy to, fall into the wrong crowd. William, as a young kid, was always upbeat. He didn't need alcohol at all. He was always hot on life. So at some point, alcohol entered the picture, and it began to be the root cause of the issues that carried over into his adulthood. But despite these issues, William has a strong work ethic. And at heart, he's a family man. So over the past few years, he and I reconnected following my retirement from the military. And I can honestly say to you today, comparing this William to pre-incarceration, William, they're like night and day. So he's recommitted himself to his faith. He's a Christ follower. And since he's been incarcerated, he lost his mother, he lost his sister, 3 uncles, including my father, his aunt, my mom. We lost her last year. So he had to live with all the stuff, that led him to get here. But he also had to live with the fact that his daughter grew up without him. Hence, another child growing up without their father, since he's entered the prison system. So these set of circumstances, they could have broke any person, but he remained resilient and deeply connected to his faith and to pay his debt to society. So I can see the difference inside now. He's completely different. I love the man that I see today. He's consistently reflected on how remorseful he is, and he just, sought forgiveness for everybody involved by him being impacted by coming into the prison system. So he's generated a lot of missed moments by being here, and he has to deal with that for the rest of his life. But he can deal with it going forward, and I can attest to that because I understand about missed moments being in the military. But he's been very uplifting to me. He's provided lots of scriptures, encouraging me. I love checking in with William. He's very positive. His decision making is strong, and it's evident through our conversations. So his participation in the work release program has been evident. I mean, he's been a trusted inmate since he's been in there. He's demonstrated so much growth. And to use his phrase, he's humble. He's extremely humble by his learnings. And one of the things that's significant by him being in the work program, I've seen him being able to earn money and provide that income to his daughter.
Please, sir. We're on a time limit.
Yes, sir. So All I'm saying is here, he's humbled by his experiences. And so given the situation that he's in right now, I would just ask that you consider his parole. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very, very much, and thank
Mhm.
you for your service.
Thank you.
Okay, let's hear now from your daughter, Miss Brown. And Miss Brown, try to keep it to around 3 minutes, please.
She's what?
Okay, Miss Brown didn't get in. Let's go to, did either of the Browns?
Denise. Denise.
Ashley.
Okay, Miss Ashley Brown, your niece. Let's hear from you.
Yes, I'm Ashley. I'm his niece.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make it short and to the point. I was there the first day that he got incarcerated. I was the first one. He called. He got in touch. Like I said, my uncle, he raised me. Good guy, great guy. Always have work. Been a family guy. And I've been with him through this time, and it hurted me so much. From the beginning to now. So I see the difference in him, the growth. And like I said, he lost his mom, and his sister. And so that kind of affected him a lot, through the times. I have traveled down the highways, coming to see him. It hurted me so bad, certain days in like in 2020 when I couldn't come see him. I would hear from him, but it hurt so bad. But I just believe, I know, not I believe, I know he deserved to go up for parole because he's a better man. He always been a great man, but he's a better man.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Brown, like I stated, I had a few things for you. That's why, I kind of cut you a little short, but, you did, like I stated, you did go to the Steve Hall program back in 2023. It's one of the best we have. And you did very well. I looked at your prison record. Your prison record is very good. You've done good with that. Tell me this, you took a bunch of classes. What other class you took that you really liked?
You're on mute.
Unmuting, please. Wait.
You got it?
Yeah, go ahead. Now tell me what class you took you liked.
Mr. Pete, it's several of my life because they self-help program, and I thank God for the state of Louisiana giving us opportunities to rehabilitate ourselves. And I thank God for the sheriffs and the parishes for inviting volunteers to come in. And it's a hustle. The way I drank, it was a hustle to get drunk. It was a hustle to get money. And it's a hustle to rehabilitate yourself among 12 and a half years with different personalities and to get to the classes and that feel, that spirit of me giving myself away to these guys and facilitating and sharing on the yard with these men that was in pain and hurt and evil like me was and is pressed down. And for you asking that one question, I love them all, but I really stuck right now, Mr. Pete, that which one I can tell you about because I just have a
Just
short
like
period.
victim impact?
Victim impact?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I did that with Miss Robinson and David Wade.
Okay, tell me what you learned from victim impact.
It will affect from the neighborhood. Well, just give me a minute. It affect from the neighborhood to the all around the area that the impact will or the victim itself, the victim, my ex, it gonna affect her her finance, her emotion, her
Take your time.
finance.
See you nervous.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm nervous and I'm honest.
I see that. I can tell right now you took the class, obviously.
I want to tell you what this is 12 years, no one day off that I participated among a lot of great men, a lot of volunteers, a lot of counselors that I had to draw pictures, I had to share, and now that I can't stop talking because it's in me and I'm loud and clear because of the opportunity. Oh, let me tell you about the substance abuse class. I had to chase Miss Sherman Williams, Miss Sherman, the warden, down to get me transferred to the Steve Hall program, and I went to Steve Hall program, and Miss Green was over there. She was fabulous, in the whole staff, and I was getting ready to complete when I got there, I had to sign back in for my GED class. So
Okay,
after
look, I'm gonna cut you a little short again because
okay,
we got all your record, we've read it, and I can tell you, as far as a prison record, it's just as good as any of them I've ever seen. Okay,
yes sir,
so I know you've done everything. I'm gonna allow my colleagues. Y'all have any questions? Because I have some questions.
Listen, I've listened to you and
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
you
ma'am.
started off with honesty because it was a brutal, heinous crime, but you didn't cut yourself no slack.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
and that's good. I don't know whether or not your victim is listening in, but if she were to
Yes,
be
ma'am.
listening in, you've done everything, and for 30 years, that's been my life, victim advocacy. You know, I've worked with many victims.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I've come into the prisons and I brought victims. So you're doing all the right things, and you did all the right things, and you did them all for the right reasons.
Yes, ma'am.
Like the fact that you ran that warden down so that you could get Steve
She was-
Hall. I mean,
she
you
was
were
sweet.
not gonna be denied. And you know what? That shows to me a huge mindset change. And
I chased a lot of wardens down.
I love
I chased
it.
another warden down to get it to another class.
Well, you weren't gonna be denied,
No,
and you know what?
no.
That's good.
Okay.
I wish everybody was like that. So
I have
you
a
served 12 and a half.
excuse me, I have a letter that they denied me too much good time. They say I told them I ain't want no good time. I'm just doing it because I have to.
Yeah, you have over $600 a good time.
Okay, well, I'm
Okay.
finished.
Yeah, we
I had
finished.
good things to say about you, okay?
You got any
Thank you.
questions? Okay, we're ready to vote, okay?
Okay, okay.
All right, Mr. Brown,
Yes, sir.
like I stated earlier, I think you've done everything you needed to do. I think that you're prepared. So my vote today is gonna be to grant,
Cool.
but I will have the special condition
Yes, sir.
at the parole office or someone locate the address of Miss Archie.
Yes, sir.
You are to be put on electronic monitoring
Yes, sir.
and have no contact with her.
Okay.
Do you hear me? If you
Yes,
have
sir.
any contact with her,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
put it back there.
Yes,
Okay?
sir. Yes, sir.
All right, that's my vote today.
Thank you.
Mr. Tillis?
I concur with Mr. Freeman and Mr. William. You're really on a good track.
Thank you.
Continue it.
Thank you.
And I concur with Mr. Freeman and Mr. Chillis, and I agree. You really have put yourself on a good track, and I hope you continue for the rest of your life.
I will.
Okay. All right, so today you've been granted. Good luck to you, sir, and we'll
All
be
right.
closing out at LaFourche.
All right. Thank you. Thank y'all.
You finna miss your hearing.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to touch your computer?
Hmm?
You want to touch?
You know, I told her, I said he might be back there asleep because I came back here to check on you a little while ago. You had your head down sleep.
You say don't touch nothing.
I'm talking about this,
Blah, blah.
that stuff. Let me, Good morning, this is Lieutenant Green here from West Baton Rouge. I have John. Oh, okay, I got you. All right, he's good to go. All right, thank you. Whenever you finish, let Mr. Holt know if he's over here, okay? And I'll get somebody to come pick that.
All right.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, good morning.
Good
My
morning,
name is
boss.
Pete Freeman. I'm gonna be the chair this morning. To my left is Mr. Tillis, to my right is Ms. Stapleton. We're here for your revocation hearing. Please state your name and DOC number for the record.
John Johnson, 403152. You can hear me clear, sir?
Yes, sir, we sure can. Thank you. And, Mr. Johnson, do you have your parole questionnaire with you?
I left it in the dorm.
Okay, we're gonna put it up on the screen for you.
Okay.
Tell me if that's your signature.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I remember this paper. Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's, according to those questions, you're not eligible for appointed counsel. If you wanted counsel, you'd have to hire your own attorney. Do you, understand?
Yes, sir. I understand.
And you ready to proceed today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Your case has been assigned to Ms. Stapleton, so I'm gonna turn it over to her.
Good morning, sir. I'm gonna read your rule violations.
Good morning.
Guilty, good morning. Guilty, not guilty, and then you'll give a statement if you plead, guilty. All right, rule violation number 2, you have not submitted a monthly report since being released. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Okay. Rule violation number 3, you moved and did not update our office with your new address. You were later arrested on our parole warrant outside the state of Louisiana, which you are not able to travel to without a travel permit. Guilty or not guilty?
I can't do both with a statement, huh?
Yes, you can. You can put guilty with a statement or not guilty, whichever you say.
I wanted to say both, but I don't want to waste y'all time, so I just say guilty with a statement. I can explain that.
Okay. And then number 9, due to your absconding supervision, officer was unable to visit you at your residence or place of employment. Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Okay. Number 13, you had special conditions. On 5/20/25, the parole board ordered that you be placed on a GPS monitoring and complete both an anger management class and a parenting class. To date, you have failed to provide this office with proof that you obtained the GPS monitoring or completed the classes as ordered by the parole board. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Okay, and you have one, number 3, with the statement that you moved. What is your
Yes.
statement?
When I got out of jail, I went to the parole officer like the last time, and I explained to him about the enemies and y'all want us to stay out of trouble and this and that and get a job. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna write you a pass, because he said Miss Patricia West, the last parole officer, supposedly had did the out of state, to transfer the parole, and he told me to check with the state of Houston. He wrote me a pass. I went down there. Now, I'm not disputing that. I went down there. I checked with them people a couple of times. They told me they did not have me in their system after they asked for my DLC number. From that point on, I can't honestly say that I escaped. I gave up doing it. I had other stuff to do, my job and the churn, and so I'm not making no excuse. All I'm saying is, if you check your system, he did write me a pass, but I did violated it because I did not come back, and that's the only reason I pled not guilty on that one right there. Everything else, you got me. I did not do the parenting class because I ain't feel like I need parenting to do my own children and the rest of the classes, man. So I'm not disputing that. All I'm asking is that with all the stuff going on in Baton Rouge, I done had been charged with murder before I got out. I still got enemies, and trying to get a job and honor y'all provision and y'all rules. It's really like unacceptable for me, because that's how your enemies catch you. So I'd rather run to Texas and let y'all run me down and just do the right thing. And you see where I'm at, ma'am? I'm not. All I'm saying is there a way you can sentence me to work release for 6 months to where I can get all that scrape and some money to get on my feet and just get out? I'm not even trying to get out of jail. I'm not begging for no forgiveness. I like to go to work release, if you don't mind, if y'all can do that. That way I can make money and get that address transfer on my own, and I ain't got to keep going back and forth with the parole officers. And I try to explain that to them. But once you go a scourge or whatever, you know how they mind one track, and that's y'all board. Y'all gonna take things how y'all want to.
We do an executive session. Anybody got a question?
No question.
I'd like to do an executive session,
I second.
please.
Okay, we have a motion for executive session and a second. So we're gonna go, call the roll, please.
Simmons,
Yes.
Stapleton,
Yes.
Free.
Yes, so we'll be in executive session for just a few minutes.
Yes, sir. I keep on getting out of jail. She trying to kill me. I know you.
Parole board is back in session. I think the panel is prepared to vote. Time is 10:06. Ms. Stapleton?
Okay, Mr. Johnson, I listened to everything you had to say, and I listened carefully. And you did say that you're gonna do what you gotta do, so I get it. That's what I heard, and that's what you did the last time. So based upon that statement, which was guilty with a statement on number 3, I revoke you based on violation of 2, 3, 9, and 13.
Mr. Tillis?
I concur with Ms. Stapleton.
And I also concur that you violated 2, 3, 9, and 13 and order that your parole be revoked. Electing.
Can you hear me? I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, now we're at Angola Penitentiary. My name is Pete Freeman. I am the chair. To my left is Mr. Tillis. To my right is Ms. Stapleton. We're here today for the parole hearing on John McCray. Mr. McCray, please state your name and DOC number for the record.
Yes, my name is John McCray, DOC 268369.
Okay. Mr. McCray, today speaking on your behalf, you'll have Carrie Myers, the Louisiana Parole Project, Nahara, I'm not gonna try to pronounce the last name, and Joseph Reinhardt, both attorneys. And also just here is Marissa Boosie, also an attorney. With the attorney, please state your name for the record.
I'll start. My name is Nahara Chowdhury, pro bono counsel at Simpson Thatcher. We're co-counsel with the Louisiana Parole Project, representing Mr. McCray.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And Ms. Reinhardt, introduce yourself, please, sir.
My name is Joseph Reinhardt, also with Simpson Thatcher, representing Mr. McCray.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get to y'all at the proper time, I'm sure. Which one of y'all is gonna want to do the closing? Does it matter?
There were 3 attorneys.
I will be speaking.
Okay, all right. And also we have here in opposition is Mr. Michael Hudson and Ms. Brenda Roach. So we'll also get to them at the proper time. Okay, Mr. McCray, you're here today for your parole hearing. I'm gonna read some information into the record. You are a 3rd-class offender. You have a parole eligibility date. Well, you have a diminution of sentence date 12/27/31, full term date 10/9/39. You have a special parole eligibility date of 10/3/26. You're serving a total of 35 years, 6 months, and 24 days. And I think the charges were robberies. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it over to Ms. Stapleton. She's gonna lead the questioning.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
How you doing, ma'am?
Okay, doing fine. Will you please tell us how you got here today? What happened?
At the time I'm here now on armed robberies. At the time I had a bad addiction. And to support that addiction, I did the armed robberies. I take full accountability of that. I was just trying to feed my addiction, and I felt the easy way to make money was to rob for it.
How many armed robberies?
I have 2, ma'am.
Okay, let me ask you
As far as
this.
I know, it's 2, ma'am.
Okay, so originally, the original, you were charged with 18 armed robberies and it was pled down to 5. And then you got out and then, you had 2 more. 2000, so the first one was in 89, you had 18, pled down to 5, and then you got out. And then in 2006, you were out and you committed 2 more armed robberies. So how many armed robberies did you commit?
Well, I did 2 on these here, but altogether, if I'm not mistaken, if I can remember, it was, I think, about 21 at that time altogether.
Okay, all right, so that's a truthful statement, okay. So let me ask you something. The armed robberies, your victims, how do you think that all made them feel?
I feel that I've caused them psychological and emotional pain. I take full accountability of that. I am very sorry and remorseful for what I've done. I wouldn't want to be in that position or my family.
No, we're gonna, right now, is the warden available to speak to us?
Yes, I am. Just
Okay. Okay, how do you do this morning? What would you like to say?
So,
There you can see on now.
Mr. McCray came to us from West Baton Rouge work release. He had a medical condition, so he came to us in February of 2025. But when I look through his charts and stuff like that, he has taken all classes. He participated in a reentry program over there. So he has living in balance, inside out dad parenting. He did 2 sets of risk management model phase 1 and 2, which is another form of substance abuse program. He did the victim accountability letter, and he did victim awareness, and he did cage of rage for his anger management. He hasn't had a DB report since 2012, according to when he was at DCI with the last DB report he had.
That's what I have too also. Let me ask you something. The pre-release program, did he finish that or does he still need to finish that? The 100 hours?
No, ma'am, he finished the 100 hours.
Oh,
He finished
all right.
it at the reentry program.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else, Warden, that you'd like to say?
No, I don't see anything about a high step or anything like that, educational wise. He may could speak on that. I don't see anything on that.
Okay, thank you, Warden. All
You're
right. At this time, we have Carrie Myers with the Parole Project. Would you like to speak, please?
Yes, good morning. Kerry Myers with Louisiana Parole Project, here for John MCCRAY, Big John, as everybody calls him, which is pretty obvious by his stature. Has now done about 60% of his sentence. He's now 60 years old. He has, you just heard the programming he has taken, he's addressed. As he told you, his addiction fueled much of his behavior for most of his life, but he's just also told you how he's addressed that. He's completed living in balance. He's taken risk management and in particular, the non-altering substances portion of that program. Parole Project, should John be granted parole and released, will be evaluated by our social workers for any additional substance abuse recommendations. And he has indicated to us that he has no qualms about following any of those recommendations. John's disciplinary record is exceptional. We believe, he also has some medical needs. He will need a knee replacement should he get released, and we will assist him through that medical process. We'll also make sure that John is prepared in his reentry through the programs he will receive at Parole Project. That includes social norms, getting reacclimated with society. That includes financial planning, technology. We'll help equip him not only with the skills, but with the mentorship that he'll need through this process. John is at an age and health condition in his life. He's addressed the issues that brought him to prison. He's at an age where criminal activity is just basically beyond the norm anymore. And we would just ask this board to consider those things, consider the support system he'll have, and grant his parole today.
Very much, Mr. Myers. Okay, I'm sorry I can't pronounce the name of Nahara. Please pronounce your name for me.
Sure, my name is Nahara and my last name is Chowdhury. And if it's council's turn to speak, I'd like to turn it over to my colleague, Joe Reinhardt, who's prepared to speak on Mr. McCray's behalf.
All right, please do.
Good morning. My name is
Morning.
Joseph Reinhardt with the law firm Simpson, Thatcher & Bartlett, and we are serving as counsel to Mr. McCray together with the Louisiana Parole Project. In 2006, while struggling with alcohol and drug addiction, Mr. McCray committed armed robbery and first-degree robbery in Baton Rouge, acts which he recognizes resulted in great harm to his victims. In the nearly 20 years since, Mr. McCray has devoted himself to rehabilitation, growth, and deepening his faith. We urge the board to recognize that Mr. McCray is not the same man who committed those offenses nearly 2 decades ago, and that he is now a man who has taken accountability for his actions and worked to repair the damage he inflicted. Mr. McCray has continually demonstrated his desire to better himself while incarcerated by seeking out opportunities for education and advancement, maintaining a stellar record of good behavior, and staying committed to his sobriety. During his incarceration, Mr. McCray has had an exceptional disciplinary record. His last infraction occurred more than 12 years ago in 2014. He's also completed numerous classes to prepare himself for success upon release, such as living in balance, making peace with your past, and character counts. Recognizing the role that addiction played in his crimes, Mr. McCray has committed himself to sobriety. He completed AA while incarcerated and recently re-enrolled himself in the course where, in addition to refortifying his own sobriety, he helps others to strengthen theirs. Mr. McCray also took it upon himself to write to the Department of Corrections and asked to join the West Baton Rouge Transitional Work Program. Once admitted to the program, he cooked for security guards and other work release residents. He also enjoyed opportunities and privileges like those he would experience upon release, such as attending his own medical appointments, managing his own finances, and running errands. Mr. McCray's excellent performance in the program did not go unnoticed by his supervisors. Lieutenant Yolanda M. Est wrote in her letter of support that Mr. McCray, quote, showed up and worked hard every day, and he did everything that was asked of him by program supervisors, end quote. Lieutenant M. Est also added that Mr. McCray is a strong candidate for parole because he has the character, maturity, and determination to succeed if given the opportunity to re-enter society. Corporal Blake Chase wrote in his letter of support that Mr. McCray is, quote, well prepared to make a successful transition back to the community and to comply with the conditions of parole, end quote. In 2025, Mr. McCray was relocated from the transitional work program to Angola due to health reasons, but he did not let this setback hinder his eagerness to better himself as a person. He has continued developing his tools for success upon his release, as well as utilizing healthy coping mechanisms and outlets. He is currently enrolled in victim awareness, thinking for a change, and 100 hours pre-release, and he recently completed anger management. He spends his free time participating in Bible study, reading books, watching sports, and calling his family. Mr. McCray has also reconnected with his faith while incarcerated. He has completed courses such as Survey of the Bible, In God We Trust, and Sermon on the Mount. In addition to structured learning, Mr. McCray has a personal relationship with God and prays and studies the Bible independently. Beyond his own growth, Mr. McCray has mentored other inmates. Before his knee injury, he started a weight training group at Dixon Correctional that he led for over 5 years. Younger inmates began attending the group, learning how to put their energy into healthy activities and looking up to Mr. McCray for guidance. If released, Mr. McCray will have a strong support system standing behind him and ready to help him succeed. The Louisiana Parole Project has screened and accepted Mr. McCray into their program, where they will provide him with housing, job placement, and assistance getting a driver's license, as well as continued programming and development opportunities. Following his time with the Parole Project, Mr. McCray plans to live with his mother in Baton Rouge, where she will provide him with a stable home and a car that he can use to get to and from work. Mr. McCray also looks forward to attending church with his family at New St. Luke Baptist Church, as well as regularly attending AA meetings. The person who Mr. McCray was when he committed his crime is not the same person he is today. We respectfully ask the board to grant him the opportunity for the second chance that he has spent the past 2 decades working towards. Thank you.
Ms. Nahar, did you want to speak?
No, I think that's all I'd like to add beyond just, I think the only thing I will say is that at the time the speech was prepared, I think Mr. McCray had not yet fully completed 100 hours of pre-release, but my understanding is that's now been completed, so.
That was good. That was something I had wanted to check on. Okay, so at this time, we're going to speak to your victims. The first one would be Michael Hudson on Zoom. Is he available? Okay. You want me to try the next one? Brenda Roach. Ms. Roach.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Can
Go
you hear
ahead.
me?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and tell us what you'd like to say, please.
Well, it's been so long ago since this happened to me. And it's still a nightmare, but I'm so sorry that he has to go through this. I have nothing else to say, but I know everybody has a second chance. Give a second chance.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't really have anything else, comments about this, and I hope he do the best he can in his life, the second life day.
Not opposed to a second chance opportunity. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for talking to us today.
And I hope he can be a better citizen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Your Honors, may I ask if it's possible for Mr. McCray to have an opportunity to directly apologize to Miss Brenda? If possible, I think
No, but he can say, he can, when we talk to him, I'll ask him if he, whether he has something he'd like to say to the victims.
Thank you
okay?
for that opportunity.
I'll do that, and they're listening, so it's,
But he can't talk to him directly.
No.
No, I'm sorry, I meant in the context of this hearing.
Okay.
No, that's okay. Did we get Mr. Hudson on the phone? No. Okay, so There was another victim, sir, that, the other victim, she was not opposed either. There were, two that they could not contact. And then we did have that, that Mr. Hudson was opposed and that he would be attending the hearing, but he couldn't make it. Also, in law enforcement, you had East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office, they were opposed to your parole, and Baton Rouge City, Police Chief, they were opposed to your parole also. So those are oppositions. Now, you cannot speak directly to your victims. You can never have any contact with your victims, but you can talk to us and, you
Can
know
they
that
see me?
what would you like to say to a victim?
I would like to say that I'm sorry for what I've done, and I'm very remorseful. I don't like to make excuses. I know it was wrong, but at the time, like I said, I had a bad addiction. But I know I'm not that same person that I used to be because I've helped myself. I went through my programs, and I'm continuously to help myself. And I understand now. I pay attention to my thinking, and I know that I wouldn't want my mother and family to be in that position. And once again, all I can say is I'm sorry and very remorseful for what I've done.
Well, I see that, they say that you'd be staying with your mother in Baton Rouge. So
Yes,
y'all
ma'am.
make a close relationship during this time?
Yes, ma'am, we do.
Okay, no real, but I don't have any of your family members here to speak with you. Did you have any other family, or is it just you and your mother?
Just me and my mother.
Okay, and she's gonna furnish a car. And then the
Yes,
parole
ma'am.
project, they were saying they were gonna help you with the rest of the things that you're gonna need.
Yes, ma'am. They said it would help me with everything I need. Also, they have programs that I will be entering. I just want to continue to better myself because I do realize that rehabilitation is an ongoing process, and it only works if you work it. And I
That's
know
right.
it'll take time.
Let me ask you something. You said that we talked about the AA programs,
Yes,
which
ma'am.
has saved many, many lives. But long-term substance abuse program through DOC, were you ever involved in anything like that, like a Steve Hoyle, or did I miss that? Or
No, ma'am, I never went there, but I did, like I said, I was into substance abuse. The 20 years that I've been incarcerated, I stayed in substance abuse and AA, and I just recently finished AA again. I checked back into AA and I started mentoring other guys while I was in there.
okay,
And my sobriety has been great. I've never had a problem. I never had an infraction.
I saw
Or,
that.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, your discipline record is very good. So does anyone else have any
I don't have any
questions?
questions.
So the parole project, that would be for 1 year, Mr. Myers?
Mr. Freeman, if that is, so he'll be in Baton Rouge. If the board would require him to live in our housing for 1 year, that is acceptable. But he will be in Baton Rouge, so we will have
like at least 6
direct
months.
contact with him. So whatever the board requires.
Okay, because I'd like at least 6 months with y'all. I don't think he should be released straight to his home if he's released today. Okay, I have no other questions. All right, Ms. Stapleton, you prepared to vote?
Yes, I'm prepared to vote. We did hear from the victim, and then there was another victim. And they want you to have a new beginning. And so, based upon that, your excellent record since you've been in prison, and you've served 60% of your time. My vote today is to grant you.
Thank you.
Mr. McCray, you're doing well. I hope you continue the path that you're on. And my vote today is going to be to grant to Louisiana Parole Project.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. My vote is gonna be the same, but I want him at the parole project for at least 6 months in-house. Okay, I think you need that to prepare
Yes, sir.
yourself on the outside.
Yes, sir.
And I also, Mr. Myers, I know y'all gonna do it, but I would love for him to go through another substance abuse evaluation and follow any recommended treatment, because that's the only thing that scares me is this substance abuse. So that is gonna be, today. You've been granted. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And I was gonna tell them, but fine.
Good, you ain't tell them that, you going.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Amber, I was supposed to speak. Okay.
Okay, the board is called back to order. My name is Pete Freeman. I am the chair today. To my right is Ms. Stapleton. To my left is Mr. Tillis. We're now at Elaine Hunt Correction Center. Would staff at Elaine Hunt please introduce yourself?
Okay. Some of it.
Hunt. Where's Hunt?
We're here.
Okay.
We're here. I'm not sure why the camera isn't working. Can y'all hear us, Pete?
Yeah, we can hear you speak, Warden. Go on and y'all go on and introduce yourself for the record.
Introduce yourself.
Warden Travis Day.
Jackie Crescentieri Records. Christy LeBlanc Classification.
Okay, and Mr. Myatt, please state your name and DOC number.
John Myatt, DOC number 551735.
Okay. Okay, we're here today for your parole hearing. Let me read some
Pete,
stuff.
hold on just a second. We're having some audio problems.
Okay.
We heard other people, so our end should be okay. It's Mike maybe he could be coming through somebody else.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody here. Let me get on the phone with Eric. You know. Eric's on the way. You want to get out of it completely and then maybe restart? Did you ever find any water? Let me see.
How do you
Okay, Warden Day, can you hear us clearly now? Sure. Warden Day, can y'all hear us now? People on Zoom, please just hang in there. We're trying to get the audio straight so we can have this hearing.
And then our video wasn't.
Okay, Warden Day, I think we can hear y'all.
Can I disconnect?
You're disconnected.
No, can I disconnect?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're all set to go. All right, once again, we're gonna start from the beginning. My Freeman, I will be the acting chair today.
Hey, Pete, it may be on y'all's end, because we turned the volume up on our side and listened to some other things, and we could hear, but all we hear from y'all's is mumbling.
Yeah, so you want to do what?
I still want to do LGTB as a speaker instead of the speaker.
That could be. Have him say something.
Can y'all talk?
Can you hear us now?
We're good now, thank you.
All right, okay. All right, let's go. That's fine, that's fine. Thank y'all for getting it straight. All right, we're here today for the parole hearing on Mr. John MYATT. My name is Pete Freeman. I'm the chair today. To my right is Ms. Stapleton. My left is Mr. Tillis. With staff at Hunt, please identify yourself for the record, please.
Warden Travis Day.
Jackie, Presbyterian Records. Kristen LeBon, Classification.
Mr. MYATT, would you restate your DLC number and name, please, sir?
John MYATT, 551735, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. MYATT, I'm just going to read some information into the record. You are a second-class offender. Your parole eligibility date is 6/8/26. Your diminution sentence date is 6/9/27. Your full term date is 6/9/27. You're serving 4-year sentence for the charge of indecent behavior with juveniles. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
All right. Mr. MYATT, your case was assigned to me, so I'm going to be leading the questioning. Tell me, what did you do to get yourself put in prison? And tell me what you've done in there to where we can feel safe that you're not going to repeat your offenses again.
A month and a half before I offended, I became ill. I did not know what the problem was, but I knew something was wrong, so I went in and filed for early retirement, things like that. I didn't feel very good that day. Normally, I stay away from the children. I've never had any problems. I've worked there for quite some time, but on this day, I offended. I just come out and say it. I got the roughhousing with the girl, and I did something that I shouldn't have done, and realized immediately, oh, why did I do that? And when you stop myself and left the environment, I didn't interact with her very long, but I messed up, and I can't take that back, sir. But I can tell you what I did in the meantime. I've never been. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Tell us why you think you should be considered for parole today.
Even though I'd gotten in trouble more than 20 years ago, I'd never actually been in jail. And it was quite a shock, as you know, that happens to people and stuff. But I'm on the phone with my wife telling her how much I miss her, how much I love her, and how much I love her more than anything. Boy, she put her foot down. She said, no, you put God first before me. And it took me a little while to get my head wrapped around that, 2 or 3 months, to really start seriously considering it. And late at night, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, my hands are up against the wall in the dark, crying, God, save me. And I surrender myself to you. I can't do this, Lord. Please make me yours. And that's when miracles actually started happening. He put in front of me, one time after another, the self-help books that I needed to not only cure what 2 doctors in there said was a mild stroke, to cure that, to give me the knowledge that I need, the meditation techniques, the philosophy, all wrapped around Jesus Christ. And where other people are watching TV and playing cards, I'm studying my butt off. And it was not because of parole. I wasn't even thinking about parole. It's because I saw God's handiwork in the things that happened around me. And I went with it. And I loved it. And I still do. And this is hard stuff to learn, but he wants me to be some kind of a holy man or minister. I don't really know what his ultimate plan is, but that is the honest truth. I don't know how else to explain it. And please ask me any questions about it that you want to. I encourage it.
Okay. All right. Okay, Warden, what do you have to tell us about Mr. Myatt?
He's only been here since May. He's still in HRDC dormitories. Personally, with his prior incident and only being here since May, don't really know a whole lot about him. I think that he would probably benefit with some more programming going forward until his full-time date.
Okay, thank you very much. No, we'll get back to you. We're gonna get back to you. Okay, now let's hear from the people that are here to speak on your behalf. Jeff Myatt, your brother. Mr. Myatt?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Tell us what you want us to know about your brother.
Well, I can see a big change in him, and he really wants to try, and his wife is having a hard time by herself living there, and I've been doing everything I can to help her out. But we're just ready to get him out of there, to get him the help he needs and keep him on the narrow path.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, let's hear from your wife, Miss Elena.
Can you hear us, Miss Elena?
Miss Myatt, looks like she's froze. Try one more time. Let's try Miss Myatt once again. Okay, can't get her. Miss Elena Myatt. You're breaking up, but I can hear you a little bit.
I don't have the best internet. I apologize for that.
You know.
Shall I continue or?
Yeah, go on and make your statement. We can hear you right now. Everything's clear.
Okay. I know that John has failed in his attempt to be the kind of man that I think he is capable of. I do see a huge improvement in his devotion to his Lord and Savior and his spirituality. I am prepared to do anything I need to keep him in line on the straight and narrow. I have a home for him to come back to. I'm in support of him coming back and let's rebuilding our lives, our marriage, our faith. And I'm very convinced that we will be able to do that, that he can do that he will and wants to do that.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Were any of the children your children?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any children living in the home?
No, sir. They're all grown. One is deceased and the other one is grown.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we go into executive session. There's some things I need to get cleared up real quick.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion second for executive session. Can I have call the roll, please?
We'll come back and ask you some questions.
Yes.
We're gonna be gone for just a few minutes. Warden Day, we'll be right back and continue our interview.
Yes, he's gonna come back and talk to you.
I don't have much left to write.
That's awesome.
It goes on. Memory chips, how to walk the path. You know, how to, who you are, the whole ego.
Hey, Papa.
Oh, there's my mom. I kept throwing my books away, but I still got some of the original ones I had in my Tai Chi. It's been an amazing journey. It really has. I know so much more about the spiritual world and how you need to put God first, put heaven first, look in the kingdom. And when you build that soul up, and then the divine will have the power to conquer the others.
Okay, the board is back in session without any objection. Is there any objection? Okay, so we're back in the regular session. Okay, Mr. Myatt. So this, you're a second offender, correct?
Yes, sir. And I
Yeah.
haven't taken classes up by your doorstep too for last year, I just want to let you.
Yeah, I saw that. You took the sex offender classes.
And the risk management and the victim impact is very powerful.
Yes, it is. It is. It teaches you a lot. That's why I'm glad you took it.
And if I knew then what I knew now,
Yep.
would not be here.
Yes, sir. Okay, I have no further questions.
I have no questions.
No questions.
Okay, the panel's ready to vote, Mr. Myatt. I'll be voting first. Due to I had your case, my vote today is to deny parole. I just think it's way too much of a risk to have you out there and anywhere around any children. So my vote is to deny. Mr. Tillis?
My vote also is to deny.
And Ms. Stapleton?
And I concur with Mr. Freeman, and also you have complete law enforcement and judicial opposition.
Okay, your parole's been denied. Good luck to you.
So we'll get you out of HRDC.